Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for Season 6 on GT Sport. This is the LPB Super Formula Championship. So we're starting here at Fuji, short as it's known on this one. It's just the one with that little chicane at the end, in the last sector. And here we go for a new championship. So the first race is a sprint race, 15-minute sprint race. Race 2 is the same as the first. And the third race is a 30-minute feature race. So should be some good fun, guys, this season. Weight penalties are back for this season as well, so that should be good news for the races to come. Tyres are on ×5, so you'll see tyre wear wearing a little bit more than usual this season. So what we'll do is we'll just go across and take you through the grid. Okay, guys, let's take you through the teams and drivers for the season then. So Callum Paul Banks is with Seek 1 in the Nakajima Honda team. So there's Callum and there's Seek 1's car. They're part of the Nakajima Honda team. And then next you've got Bidzster in the Rothmans coloured Williams. He's alongside Keith in the Cannon coloured Williams in the Williams Honda team. And you've got Neil Farmack in the Sunoco Toyota with Jamo, who's he's his teammate alongside Neil, so in the Sunoco Toyota. Then we've got TY and Will in the Marlboro Honda team, so TY in the yellow coloured Marlboro car and then Will in the traditional red. Then we've got Homesick Alien, part of the VRC Honda squad, with Thingamajig, his teammate, so they're part of the VRC Honda squad. And we've got Firepower 2708 alongside Techno, and they are part of Skidmark Honda. Yes, I know, Skidmark Honda, a bit of a weird name, but nice looking car though. Then we've got Gummy Bear, who is in the Mugen Honda. He would be with Thundercats. He'll be joining us for the next race. And then Rodders 150. He's in the Jet Honda on his own for now. So as we come back from looking at the grid, then let's start this rolling and let's see the race then. So here we go. Lights coming on the tree at Fuji. Here we go. Revs rise. And it's go for Season 6 on LPB Racing. It's a good start for everyone apart from Keith. Keith gets too much wheel spin and does donuts in the Williams car. But down towards the first corner, it's... Oh, the Constantina effect. TY gets hit by Callum, who gets hit by someone else up the back end. But into the first corner, someone else has gone wide at the first corner as well. But Callum's away well after that contact with TY. So Callum's in the lead. Then it's... Oh, Jamo and Neil make contact with each other. They make contact with each other. Two teammates, and onto the grass goes Will as well. Oh, it's all happening here very fast indeed. As we go down to the next corner, we've got Homesick and Jamo side by side. We've got Rodders and Neil all going wide, and then Bidzster trying to make his way through the pack as well. Bidzster going backwards from the start as well in this one. Down to the next corner then, it is a little battle on for second place here as well. And then we've got, look further back, we've got Techno going through there, Thingamajig and TY side by side, but TY takes the position there. Back up near the front then, we've got Bidzster in 5th. We've got Homesick Alien, Jamo and Seek battling it out for them next positions there. Brilliant start to this race, cracking opening lappers. Seek 1 has a little look up the inside of Homesick but can't quite make it stick. Bidzster's going to get a good run onto the straight here as well. Brilliant race in this. As we go down to the first corner, up on the straight, remember they've got the overtake button to use in this season as well. You see on the bottom right of the screen, overtake button, they get a tank of overtake boost to use, so they can use that. It's like an extra 15 to 20 horsepower that they can use, and they can deploy it when they want. And once it runs out though. There's no charging up. Once it's used, it's used. We've got a few little battles back here. I think Will's made a mistake somewhere. Techno's right up behind him, and then his teammate Firepower right behind him as well in the Skidmark Honda team. So yes, a bit of a weird name that, yes, but hey ho, there's been weirder. Just like Team Jorex in the WEC Championship that we had, as Techno goes a bit wide there. As we look up to the front then, we've got Bidzster in 4th place now. He's past Seat 1. Bidzster passes Seat 1 there, moves up into 4th place in the Williams. So the Williams car moving up next. It's the VRC Honda of Homesick Alien. So Homesick in 3rd. Just call him Homesick, it's a bit easier to say. So Homesick behind Jamo. And into the last corner. Jamo gets a good run through there. Bidzster's trying to close up. Seat 1's trying to stick to the back of Bidzster as well. Rodders in 6th place, he's doing quite well. Neil Farmack 7th. There's Techno up the inside of Will, who goes very, very wide there in the Marlboro Honda. His teammates TY behind him. Obviously, remember they've gone for one red and one sort of gold Marlboro colour, so looks pretty good, so we can tell them apart as well. So they're drafting each other down the straight. Will moves out to overtake. Techno uses a bit of the boost as well. You see the little green light on the top of the cars there, the little where the T-cam is, the little green light. That's to show how much the green, that they've got a bit of boost left, and if it flashes green, it means they're using it. And also if the tail light comes on, the red tail light, that means they're using the boost as well. So little indications there of what they're using. Homesick then, he's got a 1 second penalty, but he's got Bidzster right behind him. Callum's got a massive lead here after the start, so Callum a massive lead after the start. So we'll just get some replays into that first corner action for you now. Okay, here's a replay of the start then on board with Neil Farmack, so let's see down towards the first corner. We brake now, and we just brake too late. We hit Callum, and then Callum hits TY, so it wasn't really Callum's fault there, but Neil did hit TY, did hit Callum into TY, so just a concertina effect and bad luck to TY. As we go over the curbs then, Bidzster trying to catch up to Homesick Alien. And up to the complex section. And Bidzster catching up to Homesick Alien, trying to at least. We're all good so far. He's right behind him now in the draft, so he might go for a move this time. There's Callum up ahead, there's Jamo, 0.5. Homesick, 0.7 second penalty, and then Bidzster right behind him. Will he go for a move into the first corner here? In the draft, maxing out the car. Will he go for the inside? He looks to the inside and moves back just to try and put him off his line, then goes back to the inside again and takes position. What a move there by Bidzster, just plays the dummy twice and then gets ahead. So the Rothman's car, based on the 1994 Ayrton Senna livery that he tragically died in, but he's gone for the helmet as well. If you look, he's gone for the helmet, the proper Senna look. So looking good there from Bidzster, and I have to say everyone's liveries in this looking very good as Homesick defends from seat 1, who tries to go back round the outside of him. Will seat 1 get a good run to the next corner? Seat 1 having a look up the inside of Homesick Alien. He's up the inside, he runs wide though. Homesick's going to come back. Will he not? Homesick's going to come back up the inside of him, not over yet, Sunshine. But Seek resists and keeps 4th place for now. As we look back down the field then, we've got TY back here in 9th place, battling out with Techno and Firepower in the 2 skid mark Hondas. So TY in the Marlboro Honda. Everyone going for Honda this season apart from the Sunoco team of Jamo and Neil Farmack. They've gone for the Toyota. Nothing in the cars, just the fact that it's just a different engine, different sound, because they've got the same engine characteristics. TY powers past Techno on the straight then. Further back we've got Firepower. Keeves making his way back up the field now in 11th. So Keeves getting a good run up the inside of Firepower here. Keith in the Williams car, he's gone for the older 1985 or 86 Canon Williams colours. Looking very nice indeed. As we go, and he goes into 10th place there, and then who's that? Who's having a look at the inside? Gummy Bear has a little cheeky look at the inside in the Mugen Honda, but can't quite make the move stick. So Callum is in the lead then. Callum in the lead for the Nakajima Honda team of Callum and Seek. So there's in the lead as Jamo now defending from Bidzster in the Sunoco car, defending from the Williams car of Bidzster. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far as well. You can see I've got the graphics up at the bottom so you can see the tyre wear and the overtake button, how much has been used. So you can see Jamo's used about a third of his already. Sorry, about a quarter of his, sorry. And Bidzster not used any yet. So Bidzster's not used any of his overtake yet. So might use it later on in the race, but to just be strategic with it. Bidzster on the move. Remember, not everyone can see this. So when we're racing, we can't see what each other's using. This is just for the replay, so we can see. Jamo defends to the inside, then Bidzster goes to the outside. Jamo defends, Bidzster tries to go for the cutback, and he does. Goes for the cutback on the inside. Now will he use it? Yes, he's on the overtake now. You can see it flashing red. He's on the overtake, just to get a bit more boost ahead of the corner, just to make sure the move's done. And the move is done, so now he's got to try and catch Callum if he can. Or you never know, Jamo might try and stick with him, but Jamo gets a really, Bidzster gets a really good run around there. Jamo now has got to defend straight away from seat 1, who hits him up the arse, right up the backside of Jamo, hits him up the backside. apologies for language there, but just surprised me there. But Jamo gets punted, but stays in 3rd place. Seat 1 in 4th, Homesick in 5th. A very good job by Homesick so far. Remember, this is the one race of the season where everyone is on equal weight in these cars. So this is a chance to show what kind of pace you've got for the season. Neil Farmack in 6th. There, Brothers in 7th, because the weight has a massive impact on performance. TY there in 8th. Then we've got Keith 9th, Firepower 10th, Gummy Bear in 11th. So the American's not doing as well at the minute. Oh, as Gummy Bear hits the back of Firepower there, so looks like needs to work on his braking a bit and just awareness. But Gummy Bear very sideways into there. Firepower's a little nibble at Keith, see if he can get through, but can't force a mistake yet. Will's back there in 12th place. And then we've got Techno in 13th place here. So Techno's gone backwards there in the thingamajig as well, so they're struggling with the car a little bit here. Meanwhile, back to the front pack, we've got Jamo and Seek having a nice race here. Bidzster still not pulling away from these lot as much as I thought he would. So Bidzster obviously not pulling away as much as we thought, but Callum's quite far up the road anyway. But Jamo now having to really watch his mirrors from seat 1, who goes a bit wider, just trying to see if he can get a cut back on the line. Jamo gets out the corner very well indeed. Bidzster not pulling away as much as I thought though, but Homesick's trying to stay with him. He's on the overtake, just trying to close in the gap a bit. Neil Farmack in 6th place. TY's up to 7th, so TY on a comeback here from the having a bit of a disastrous start. 1:16.7 for TY as well. What a lap! So TY really pushing hard. Rodders were going very wide there, and they'll probably pick up a penalty for that, I would imagine. We'll see. I don't think he's going to, but unfortunately we've had someone leave the group, which means that that Rodders has got no teammate. So unfortunately Stacker has left the group due to an altercation that I think he took a bit too personally, but that's his problem. So Stacker unfortunately pulling out of LPB racing, so due to personal circumstances, and Rodders is left without a teammate. So we were going to have Cyrex come in, but Cyrex is a bit busy, as I mentioned last time in the last video, just bringing his new little one into the world. So congratulations to him again, and we'll hope to see you back, Cyrex, back soon. But for now, Rodders' teammate is pending, and we've got Hoytman, who's a new guy in the pipeline, but he's not got his PS Plus yet, so he's going to have to get that and then try and get on. But so far at the minute we have got a free spot, so if anyone else is interested in that spot for the championship, then please let us know. Obviously we've got someone else missing from this race as well. I think that's Thundercats. I think he's had to retire from the race for some reason, so Thundercat's not in this race yet. So no, sorry, he's not actually turned up yet, so I beg your pardon, I'm talking out my backside again, but here we go. So what's new? So we go over the curb with Firepower, much over the curb there, trying to keep with Keith, just struggling to get traction out the corners. We look at TY then, making a move on Neil Farmack, pulling out, but Neil Farmack's like, no you don't, Sunshine. He's on the overtake saying you're not going to get through that easy. But we just quickly look to the leaders then, we've got Jamo and Bidzster. Bidzster's been passed by Jamo, so Bidzster must have made a mistake somewhere. Lap 9 of 11 already in this race. It's going very quick, this race, because it's that enjoyable. But we've got Jamo ahead of Bidzster then, so it's Bidzster versus Jamo for the last few laps for this 2nd place. Callum's more or less got the win cemented unless he wants to throw it all away. As Bidzster looks up the inside of Jamo, just has a tiny little look there, can't quite get through. Seat 1's just waiting in the wings, just waiting to see if he can put the pressure on both of them to make a mistake, but none happening so far. As we look at Homesick then, he's got Neil Farmack and TY closing up right on him as well, so Homesick going backwards in this one as well. Just I think the tyres are probably a bit more dead than the others, but he's got a lot of boost to use, so people not using as much boost in this race as I thought they would. So especially Bidzster's got just over 3/4 of a tank remaining. Jamo has got just under half, and Seek's only got, well, probably a third left, so Bidzster's got the most boost left out of these boys, so be strategic, waiting until the last minute to use it. And then out the corner we go. Seek 1 gets a bit of a wobble on. Now Bidzster's on the overtake, trying to get up to top speed a bit quicker, try and get up to Jamo. Jamo defends the inside, Bidzster goes to the outside. Penultimate lap of this race then. Bidzster goes to the outside, Jamo's on the inside still, break for the first corner. Bidzster will try and keep it round the outside if he can, and he's going to try and do so. He's on the curb, got to be careful putting the power down. Bidzster goes right around the outside of Jamo, what a move there, but just carries the speed round the outside and takes his second place back. But Jamo will not take this line down, neither will Seek, because he's running out of opportunities as well. Into the next corner, don't think there's going to be any moves made there, no there isn't, but we've got Homesick Alien, Neil and TY side by side round 160R, into the corner at the end, the left-hander. Neil trying to go right round the outside of TY gives him space. Brilliant race in this. On to the power. These Super Formulas really providing the best action. Formula 1, eat your heart out. This is where the action is. And then we look at into the next corner, and Homesick goes wide there a bit there, but all's well that ends well. Then we've got Keith in 9th place ahead of Will and Firepower. We're having a nice little scrap back here. Firepower versus Will. Down into the last sector. Everyone through there nice and neatly. As Firepower goes on the curb a bit there. There's Neil Farmack and TY still trying to keep with each other. TY gets a good run on Neil Farmack here. Then we've got Bidzster and Jamo, but Bidzster's using a lot of his boost now, trying to keep that gap the same. Callum's in the lead, he's not used any of his boost yet, he's been that far in front, he's not even bothered to use it. But look at his tyres as well, tyres are brilliant for Callum as well, being very careful and considerate on that rubber. But obviously Bidzster's been in a few battles, so his rubber's a bit more worn than others, but Jamo trying to stick with him, but Bidzster using a lot of his boost now, just using all of it, might as well use it all. It's there to use. Seat 1 there in 4th, Homesick Alien being 5th, being caught by Neil Farmack and TY on this last lap. Round 160R. It's a 160 degree corner, goes back on itself, and then we've got into the next corner. Neil has to go slightly deeper, and then TY has a little look on the outside trying to gather the speed. Neil's on the boost. TY's not even used any of his boost yet, so I don't know what he's playing at. He's not used any of his boost. But Neil Farmack up the hill, gets rid of a bit of a penalty, close up on Homesick. There's Bidzster and Jamo, they're there as well. But Callum takes the checkered flag to win the opening round. Well done to Callum. Good news that he wins the race, but the bad news is he's got 200 kilos on his car for the next race. Bidzster's going to be 2nd, then it's going to be Jamo in 3rd. Seat 1 finishes 4th. Good race between them a lot as well. And Neil Farmack holds on. He's got ahead of Homesick Alien. This is going to be a close finish here. Very close finish indeed. And it's going to be Neil Farmack, and then, oh, is it? No, Neil had a penalty. TY took it from Homesick. Neil, Rod is in 8th. And then we've got Will and Keith here on the boost. Keith using all the boost he can, but I think it's just going to be Will at the end. Yes, Will at the end from Keith, Firepower, Gummy. And then Techno is going to be in 13th place. Good job by Techno, and Thingamajig just struggling with the car, and it ends up in 14th position. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results after that then. So Callum wins the race, well done to Callum, good win for him. Then it is 2nd for Bidzster, 3rd is Jamo, then 4th is Seek 1, and TY finishes in 5th, and then it is Homesick Alien in 6th place. Neil Farmack finishes in 7th, Rodders in 8th as we just go over the page, then it is Will in 9th, then it is 10th for Keith, Firepower in 11th, then 12th is Gummy Bear, 13th for Techno, and 14th for Thingamajig. Fastest lap of the race goes to TY for the extra point, 1 minute 16.775. So as we come back from that then, there is your winner of the race, Callum Paul Banks, in that Nakajima Racing Honda there. So well done in the Nakajima Honda to Callum, and we'll see you guys next time for race 2. Take care guys.